Greetings children, welcome to the online videos. I am Aishwarya. This video is for class 6th, subject General Science, chapter 2, Components of Food, part 2. In the part 1 video, you learned about what are the contents of food and how to test for them. That is, you learned the test for starch, you learned the test for protein, you learned the test for fat, how to determine if the food contains fat, proteins or starch. Yeah, you even learned about how to make the table to find out the presence of starch, protein and fat. Now we are going to continue with the lesson. What do various nutrients do to our body? Now, carbohydrates mainly provide energy to our body, as you all know. Fats also give us energy. In fact, fat give us more energy as compared to the same amount of carbohydrates. Food containing fat and carbohydrates are called energy giving food. And the food that contains proteins help us in growth and repair of our body, and they are also called bodybuilding food. Proteins are needed for the growth and repair of our body. Food uh, food that contain proteins are called bodybuilding foods. You can see the example, the carbohydrate rich food, that is sweet potato, millets, raisins, lentils, brown rice, bananas, barley. All these are rich in carbohydrates. Now, in the second picture, you can see milk, coconut. These are rich in protein. Vitamins help in protecting our body against diseases. Now, you're going to learn more about vitamins in this chapter. Vitamins help in protecting our body against diseases. Vitamins also help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy. Now, vitamins are also different kinds. There are different kinds of vitamins which are required by our body, like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and K. There are also group of vitamins called vitamin B complex. Our body needs all type of vitamins in small quantities, very small quantities, to stay healthy. Now, as you can see on the screen, vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. And vitamin C helps our body to fight against many diseases. Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. Vitamin K and E are also important. Now, vitamin A is present in papayas, they're present in carrot, mangoes, and vitamin C are present in guava, lemon, chili, green chilies, amla. All these things has rich content of vitamin C. Vitamin D is rich in fish, eggs, and liver. All these three have important. As you can see, vitamin A rich food are egg yolk, milk, cod liver oils, mango, pumpkin, green leafy vegetables. These are very rich in vitamin A. Now, vitamin B rich food is the liver, the wheat, and the rice. They are rich in vitamin B. Vitamin C is rich in amla, lemon, grapes, guava, and green leafy vegetable. Vitamin D. We can synthesize vitamin D only in the presence of sunlight. Sunlight plays a very important role when you have to, when you require vitamin D. That is why it is suggested that at least every day for half an hour you should stand in the sunrise. Uh, this should be during uh, early morning sun, that is from 6 o'clock, between 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, maximum 8:30. That sun rays is very healthy, it keeps us healthy, and it helps in synthesizing vitamin D. Next, you are going to see sources of iron. Iodine. Iodine is also very, very important to our body. These comes under vitamins and minerals. Iodine is a mineral. Milk, cheddar cheese, potato, yogurt, shellfish, uh, eggs, strawberries, all these things have iodine sources. Rich source of phosphorus. Phosphorus is also a mineral that is important to our body. It is present in eggs, milk, chicken, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, canned oil, hard cheese. All these things has rich content of phosphorus, which is required in very less amount to our body. Rich source of iron is beetroot, apple and carrot. These three has the highest content of iron, and iron is a very, very important mineral to our body. Iron is the main source of the is it helps to increase the volume of our blood in the body. So if your blood is healthy, you are healthy. So sources of iron, that is beetroot, apple and carrot are very, very important. Sources of calcium, that is milk and egg. These have the high source of calcium. So this is also very, very important to our body. Next is dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers means besides the nutrients our body needs dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage products. Sorry, roughage is mainly provided by plants produced in our food. Whole grains and pulses, potato, fresh fruits and vegetables are the main source of this roughage. Roughage does not provide any nutrients to our body, but it is essential component of our food and adds to its bulk. This helps our body to get rid of undigested food. Dietary fibers are also called roughages. It helps our body to get rid of undigested food. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. Next is about water. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. It also helps in throwing out some waste from our body as urine and sweat. It also helps normally we get most of the water that our body needs from the liquid we drink, such as water, milk, tea, etc. In addition, we add water to most cooked food. When we cook food, we obviously use lot of water. How you can get water from plants and different sources is take a tomato or cut it like a lemon. Now, if you cut it into smaller pieces, when you cut the vegetable or the fruit, you can see that there is water content on your hand. That is nothing but the water which our body requires. Next is balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day in our diet. For growth and maintenance of the good health, our diet should have all nutrients that our body needs in the right quantity. Not too much or and not too little of the other. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughages and water. Such diet is called a balanced diet. A diet consisting of variety of different types of food and providing adequate amount of nutrients necessary for good health is called a balanced diet. Now, balanced diet is not the same for all different ages. Small children should eat lot of proteins. Old age people should eat little lesser amount when compared to the younger people. Aged people should eat less. So it depends on your age also. Now it also depends on the physical work that we do. If you're doing lot of work, you need lot of energy. So you should eat good amount of food. Now I want to tell you an example of one boy. He thought that fat can give us good energy. So he started eating lot only fat as his diet. He used to eat lot of rice and potatoes, which are rich in carbohydrates. He used to use lot of oil. What happened? It had an adverse effect on his health. He became overly fat. Now, overeating of carbohydrate rich food like rice and potatoes can cause a condition called obesity. Obesity is when you're too fat and your body cannot handle your fatness. That is called obesity. Obesity is not good for health. That is why you should always have a balanced diet. Balanced diet will help us to have a good life, a good quality of life. So, obesity is one condition where if you eat too much of carbohydrates or fat, it increases the size of your body. Next is deficiency diseases. Disease that occur due to lack of nutrients over a period are called deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough protein in his or her food for a long time, he or she is likely to have stunted growth, swelling in the face, discoloration of the hair, skin diseases, and diarrhea. You're going in the next slides, you're going to learn about what are the deficiency, what are the name of the diseases, and what are the symptoms. But here you need to understand that if you eat anything too much, it is too bad. If you eat anything too less, that is also too bad. You should always eat in the adequate amount. Adequate means the required amount for our body. That is, if you don't eat the required amount of vitamins, minerals, or any kind of nutrients, if you don't get enough nutrients in our body, it leads to deficiency diseases. Now here in this picture, you can see what are the minerals or vitamin name, then what are the disorders name, and what are the symptoms. First is about vitamin A. If there is deficiency of vitamin A, there is loss of vision. Poor vision, loss of vision in the darkness, night, sometimes complete loss of vision. If you don't eat proper a good amount of vitamin A's food sources, like if you don't eat papaya, carrot, mangoes, which have good amount of vitamin A, it causes loss of vision. Next is vitamin B1. It causes a disease called beriberi. Beriberi, the symptoms is weak muscles and very little energy to work. You'll feel very sick, you won't feel like doing any job. All these things are the symptoms of beriberi. Vitamin C, it leads to scurvy. Scurvy is the symptoms of scurvy are bleeding gums. Wounds take longer time to heal. Your wounds should heal off in just one day. The wound should close within few hours. If it is not closing, then you will have some problem. It should heal completely within few days. Vitamin D is for rickets. Rickets, the disease name is rickets. Bone becomes very soft and bent. If bones become very soft, you'll be very prone to um, accidents. If there is a small fall, you will break your bones. So if you have to keep them strong, you should have lot of vitamin D. That is, you should stand in the sun for a long time, for at least for half an hour every day. Next, deficiency of calcium leads to bone and tooth decay. Calcium highly is present in our bone and tooth. So the symptoms are weak bone and tooth decay. So you should keep your tooth is very safe. Next is if you have deficiency of iodine, it causes the disease called goiter. Goiter is glands in the neck appear swollen, mental disability in children. Last one is iron. Iron is very very important. It makes us anemic or anemia. The symptoms are weakness. You will feel very sick. You won't feel like going around anywhere and doing anything. These are the vitamins or minerals, and these the second column is the deficiency disease or disorder, and you saw the symptoms. This completes this lesson. The lesson name was components of food. You learned about test for starch, test for protein and fats. Then you learned what are the different important vitamins and minerals that our body needs. You learned about dietary fiber, why we should drink water. You learned what is a balanced diet. You learned about deficiency diseases. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe, keep learning, and stay healthy.